Hello. Good morning, afternoon. It's okay. This hand is our hand. This hand, the longer hand, is the counting by fives. And it's 1 5 per each dot. And then the highest is at 12. And the lowest is at 1. So from 12 minus 2 is 10, and then so 10 o'clock, and this is middle of the day, so afternoon, and this is 05, but I'm gonna say it's about 1.5 to 2 minutes less than that, so yeah, honestly, okay. What I'd like to do is take this shirt and do this, because then it's a little bit prettier, because it kind of flings in the bottom. But yeah, you can do that little tail or put in a bun. You can do all sorts of things. But honestly, I could just like tie this and put my hair up. That'll be better. Okay. Well, my hair is greasy and weird today. I would like to find some scissors and learn how to cut my hair, because I cut my lover's friend's hair, which it was a very odd decision, but I don't know exactly why he was okay with that, but that kind of gives me a little bit more confidence to be able to do it on my hair. Yeah. I'm making macaroni and cheese. Okay. So last night, I set up a tent. I'm so happy I set up a tent finally. Okay. All the plastic, all the water gets stuck in like the little tiny waterways in here. Honestly, I can't even save everything. It's gonna be on the counter. Okay. Okay. I could take my hand to get out, but we're dealing with like a staphylococcus infection. That's still on. Oh my gosh. Window. Oh. Okay. That's stuck. I'm just gonna I just have way too many decisions to make all at once, and there we go. So it's supposed to get so. Okay. Like, I'm pretty sure it's like, my brain can think about like 3 different things at the same but being pressured to do so is not considerate, and it ends up in, like, let's say we're in a doctor's office, pretending I'm a doctor. I'm not a doctor, but because if I were to do that, my dad's like, you could try to predict in the future what you're gonna do when you get there. Yeah, so let's say I'm a doctor and I'm going extremely fast and I try to jab an IV into somebody's arm. That's not going to end up well. Yeah, see, like if I were to do that, that's a lawsuit, as well as the patient is suffering. So okay. This is macaroni and cheese. It is what I use is Kraft macaroni and cheese. And they're saying boil water. It says 7:30 on it, which is a bit confusing because what is that for? Stir in macaroni, cook 7 to 8 minutes or until tender, stirring occasionally. So, first of all, the person who's gonna read this has to know what tender means. Otherwise, they would have to go by the time, the 7 to 8 minutes. And just the result of what's gonna be there is how it is when it's done. And sometimes the water's not hot enough, so then the pasta doesn't get cooked, it just gets soggy. And stirring occasionally. So when I have a vague word to deal with, that's occasionally. What I have to do is I have to think of times I have applied this word occasionally. I've applied the word occasionally to nothing if I haven't heard it before. If I have heard the word before, it depends on where I was when I heard it. The scene that was around me when I heard it would be like an object that I looked at to make a visual memory of the word as represented to me in my mind. Like, okay, if you say starch, I'm like, okay, starch. I see your mouth saying st, and then arch. And if I know what an arch is, then I think, oh, arches. She's just talking about arches. But if you say, this is the starch, in the pasta, then I think, oh, that's starch. Pasta starch. So if I have no other context around it, I think, oh, pasta is starch. But if I have more information about pasta in general, then I know that pasta is not just starch, it's also gluten, proteins, it's also I know that starch is a sugar from nutritional classes. That actually, when I don't have a phone, I can go to the library, and usually I can acquire a library card for free, and that is amazing. But also, if I want to renew my card, then it's $1 to renew my card. Usually here in Iowa. Yeah, and you can go to the library, and to be honest, I don't really want to say this, but to be honest, I go to the library and I look at things that are, and I don't check them out, so I don't have a fee for them later, because that's how they try to get money from you. Sometimes, knowing that you do that, so they like don't tell you not to, or something like that. Or people, the library's generally not that bad. Okay, like they give their books for free, and then they like don't force you to check out a book generally. Who does that would be like stores that overprice things, and since they overprice things, then if I don't have enough information about it and I don't have my own place, then I am forced to have to find out how to survive outside of being able to pay for that. Because it's not like I don't want to support you, and I don't think that your product is terrible. It's I can't buy it. It's not that I don't put in enough effort to acquire said item. It's that I don't have it. I have to have it before I can give it. Yeah. Anyway, this is usually 4 tablespoons, which is 1/4 cup. 1 stick is 1/2 cup. 1/4 cup would be 4. So it's a little bit like a song. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 would be in the middle on this side of the line, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 would be next, and 4 would end on the line that connects to the next phase. 4. Hold on. I have this habit of explaining things and I have to do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. It says 4 tablespoons on the other side, so it's a bit confusing. But and I like to break the butter into chunks to get it to incorporate faster, also more evenly. But sometimes not breaking it up so much is better. Yeah. I want to mix it in now, but I have to wash my hands. Good morning. I am done.
What?
I am done. Oh, it's at 14:53 now.
I haven't done for a long time.
I think she's getting kind of annoyed that I'm filming videos all the time. I'm sorry, I'm talking about you as if you're not in the room when you're right there. I want to heat this up more, maybe because the butter's not mixing. I can get some milk. Heat up the milk. Whoops. And then the heat from the milk would melt the butter. Yeah. 1 tablespoon. So, I was gonna sleep outside in the tent last night, and I got way too exhausted. I got tired, and I just fell asleep on my bed over here. And Mikey didn't want to leave. You don't want to go off my bed, and I don't want to leave him alone. Okay. Okay, boil water, stir in macaroni, cook 7 to 8 minutes. Min would be short for minutes. It's M-I-N dot or period. 2, do not rinse, return to pan. Rinsing, I have tried that. It does make it stickier, and it combines together oddly. 3, add margarine or butter, milk and cheese, sauce mix. Mix well. Barcode for the website. I don't see the amounts. Oh, 1/4 cup milk. There we go. So 1/4 cup is 3 tablespoons. I think. Hold on. I know it's at least 1. Okay. I cannot find it, so I'm going to incorporate. I am going to pour 4 to 5 tablespoons of the milk, 4 to 5 to 7, and then take as much from there as I need that either looks to be incorporated or will help it out. I do think the order of adding the cheese packet cheese packet to before or after the The milk is gonna make it. Either break up the little tiny chunks in it, little tiny cubes, or it will like make it gummy after I add the cheese packet. I want to keep it moving to make sure that the macaroni mixes does not become hard and congeal all together. Okay, the butter does mix in a little bit. Oh my gosh, really? Okay. It completely spilled over the top that the milk did. Look at this. That was a minute. Honestly, what do I do? Okay. I will... Not that one. That one looks cleaner. Ouch. Okay, we're starting over. Napkins. I must find napkins. Figure that out. Here's one. I'll need reserves for later. Oh no. I am thankful to the highest degree. If you're a server and you have to bring a plate from one place to another, don't do what I just did because all the food was up on the ground. More milk. All over. But they'll be alright. Okay, I didn't actually count the amount of ounces we were, so 2 tablespoons equals 1 ounce, 3 teaspoons. It's 1, 2, 1 ounce, 6 tablespoons, or 6 teaspoons. Three, 9 teaspoons, 1.5 ounces. And if I were to pour one more, that would be 12 teaspoons, 2 ounces. 4 tablespoons. Okay. I made a picture. I'm gonna do it 30 seconds of these daylilies out front. Ah! Hello. And so the daylilies out front, they're going down the hill. There's some plants on one side of it, plants in front of it, plants behind it, and it's growing. And the sun is setting in the west, rises in the east, sets in the west. That is the north, that is the south. And so I took the picture when the sun was setting, and it reflected off of the petals of the flower, because I think it's kind of like fish scales. It like reflects the light a certain way. Whoa. Okay. Oh my gosh, the hand is gross. My hands are going to get destroyed at this rate. I don't have gloves though. There we go. My neck starts hurting when I like bend down a lot. Like, doing that, it's strain right here. It's the weirdest thing. It's not even bending there, but it affects it. Not all the time. I like to try to do a little bit less at first. I'm very tempted to add more liquid now, but I don't think that it would combine. Okay. That's not a true statement. I was just talking. The hard stuff, it's like, okay, that's not mixed in. That's what needs to be mixed in. That's not close enough. Okay. Like the congealed things in it, they are from the cheese and they need to be mixed in. But sometimes it needs more liquid, sometimes it needs more time. I'm gonna say there is about 2 teaspoons left in there. 2 1/4 or an 1/8 or a 16. You know, I could probably get by with just serving it like this, but I want it to be cheesy. This is Mom and Dad, so I'll be moist with it. I've been trying to do this thing. It's kind of weird. It's where I leave like a little bit in the package, and I tend to do that. It's an downside. But, yeah. It's because I know a lot of homeless people have to search through the trash cans. They do that. Where else are they going to get food? If they don't know that they could eat, like, something on the side of the road or something that grows in nature, because we have laws saying that you can't do that. So what is someone who doesn't have anything supposed to do at that point, like if they don't know? Sometimes people just need the knowledge that they can do something, because it's not like they can't just go and change things. It's not like they can't do that. It's they want to be respectful, and they want to honor their parents, and they want to care about the issues that are brought up, that they hear what you're saying. But they can't do anything about it if they don't have what they need. Okay. Because, okay, think about this. An atom, just an atom. And honestly, to me right now, that's a hypothetical thing, because I've never seen an atom. I just know the effects that it has. Yeah. I don't know all the effects, obviously. But let's say that an atom didn't have a neutron, or it didn't have a proton. It wouldn't be an atom anymore. Yeah. Anyway. Where are paper towels? I'm gonna have to let the air dry. I either have to let this air dry or put the pasta in the wet bowl. I can look for some oil on. This is a possibility. But those are salts. I don't want to put salt in pasta. I think we're good. That was washed in the dishwasher. One of my dreams, one thing I think about a lot is going to like a Irish pub and just like learning how the servers serve people, and like they're there all day. They have to solve problems all day that are very difficult to think about. And, you know, the ways that they handle their problems are so much better than the ways I choose. So that's why I try to remember that. Okay. Oh, look at that. I don't even know what that's supposed to be for. Okay, maybe I could put a pinch of pepper on the bottom and then one on the top. Or in 3 layers. Coffee temperature is 23.7 at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 10:40. So there was someone I knew one time who he liked to go and wash his hands in very, very hot water. And it wasn't exactly, I don't really like the fact that it was so hot, because he would stick his hands in the water and he would burn his hands. And he got to the point that he didn't even notice that it was a problem. So, toleration is something, when someone has to do something they don't like over and over, it becomes part of their life, part of their lifestyle. It becomes something they do. It's just something they do. And who's to say it's good or bad anymore, when there's no one to say it's good or bad anymore? So I have to decide whether it is or not myself, which is confusing when people come at me and they're like, oh, you heard voices in your head or something like that. I don't have paper towel, so I can get a hose and wash the counters off with hose. Or, what if the ceiling could rain? Like a grate. And then the drops of water fall down and they wash the counters. But then you would just be outside. So technically the kitchen would be outside. Which, why can't we just go outside then? I think that the purpose of having a house is to have air control and pressure control, as well as have a place we can talk, we can communicate respectfully, nicely, establish this is the house rule in a house. That's why we have a house. And I think we have rooms to understand, oh, this is what we do in this room, this is what we do, this is what we don't do in this room. I have gone outside and air dried a box